So what I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about just the raw materials that Bigfoot carts are built from. Um, Most of our models have similar styles, and models can be various in terms of frame sizes and different functions and elements, but the common things are the framing and many of the materials that we use to close up the carts. And so I just want to go over a few of those with you. The main thing about a Bigfoot cart that's different than any road case on the planet, whether it's a plastic molded case or wood-based anvil style cases, is we use an aluminum frame. Aluminum is the strongest type of material that you can get that's also ultralight or lightweight. We can provide it in different coloring as well if you want to kind of customize your cart in terms of color matches to your facility or your logos. It just gives it a nice flair. So one of the things that we do is we create a frame that can also have many, many different shapes and sizes. We're not stuck into a mold like molded plastic cases where you might have gear or things like that really demand a different depth or a different width, and that's why we have the ability to build just about anything. All of our lids, now we've gotten rid of the typical tongue and groove or corner molded aluminum road case type materials. We're using ultralight plastics as well as stronger plastics where needed. As you can see here, they're weatherproof. I wouldn't put them in the water directly, but they're weatherproof or weather resistant to a large degree. One of the products we use is called Seaboard. It's actually used in boats. We use different types of them based on weight to strength. So a lot of the plastics that we're using are really high-tech, the latest on the market type plastics that we get and source. We have different types of densities based on the strength that we need. Everywhere we can, we try to save you weight, because when it comes to portable systems, weight is everything. But as you probably have experienced, many systems that are too lightweight tend to fall apart, and with shifting equipment can cause a lot of problems. So we know where we can sacrifice on strength to weight. We use powder coated latches, powder coated handles. We have ultralight plastics on panels that are doors. These are lift out panels that are a fraction of the weight of wood. Where we can, we use an inset panel. It has no hardware. It keeps the weight down and the costs as well. Because we have a frame design the way that we use it, we can actually insert ultralight panels. This is a honeycomb panel that's ultralight. You can lift 3 4x8 sheets of it over your head. We also use drawers that are all made out of aluminum. Heavy duty and high quality hardware everywhere. Specialty hardware. We use wheels with position locks. As you can see, I can't turn this if it's locked in the rigid mode. But when we use wheel designs, when you're moving a long cart like this forward from the steering side, you really need a controllable cart. With 4 swivel wheels, that's just impossible. So what we do is, as you can see, I want to turn this cart to face you, but this will prohibit it, which is also the problem you're going to have when you're not moving and you're in place and trying to get out of the way or move into a corner or into a tent or into a truck. So what we do is we have dual mode wheels so that on one end you can swivel and pull the cart this direction. We also use an upgraded powder coated wheel with powder coated brakes. All of our wheels have brakes as well. This is our aluminum monitor storage drawer. We have another storage drawer here that's aluminum. We have 2 and 3 RU sizes in this. We'll be adding more sizes, but these are 50% lighter than steel drawers, and they're also much deeper. So we use the capacity of the cart more intelligently. These are also a locking style drawer. We use elastomeric shock absorbers in our deluxe shock racks. We also have an economy version, which is also a very good shock rack where needed. But these are elastomeric, and the racks literally can move. And they're weighted for the type of weight that we put into most of our carts, the types of equipment that you guys have. Here again we have an inset panel to save weight, but it's also a little stronger because we're mounting a monitor mount to it. We also provide feed-throughs in different ways that are optional. As you can see on the top here, there's feed-throughs as well as there's power and USB. These are just small additions that don't cost a lot but are just an amazing convenience for setting up and breaking down quickly. The other thing we use is a super high quality handle that's probably one of the toughest parts of the cart, but they're also made out of a super high quality plastic, so they stay light and they're very comfortable. On the other side you'll see what we do is we put handles on both ends. We have a towel bar option as well, which isn't on this cart because we have a monitor mount over here, but we generally will have two different kinds of handles or the same handles on both ends. That's a standard. Our flip-up panels are also made out of a high-quality plastic with trim. We round the edges so that there's no sharp edges. We use high-quality gas springs or a swing over depending on where they're at. Also, our bases are a high-quality material. They're a thicker, heavier duty plastic, and they're water resistant, so if you have water or you're in the rain, it's not like plywood or something like that where it can deteriorate or absorb moisture. One other feature of Bigfoot carts is our hinge design. We use unique hinges that allow the monitors to not have to use gas springs or lid stays, and are angle adjustable. It's very important. So our hinges are really unique, and we can add as many of these as we want to add strength based on how big your monitor is or whatever it is that you're putting in the lid. And so as you can see, they stay in place. It also keeps this whole area uncluttered, which is a very wonderful thing. One of the best features of a Bigfoot cart is our ultralight lift-out panel. You see, this is a very large panel. It's lightweight, and it stores in a half-inch space. This is an accessible panel from the side of the rack, and it's critical. Having an open rack is critical for installing portable systems where you're trying to really stuff everything in there. And not only that, our racks are completely ventilated. There's no more ventilated cabinet than the Bigfoot carts provide. Road cases have foam in there. They have shock racks that have foam squeezed with wood. There's no clearances, and much equipment needs ventilation, especially out the sides. So this allows us to not only do installations much more efficiently and give you access for any type of maintenance that you might want to do, but you could even pull the panel off and get ventilation on a very hot day and open the cabinet completely up. You can have an optional side on the opposite side as well come off. That's just an option that you can ask for. Our panels just simply drop in and latch. You can get a locking option as well if you want security. The other thing we do is we put bumpers on the side here, so when you're tying the cart into the truck, it sets on the base and on the bumpers to protect it. You can add more protection packages. We offer protection packages for the aluminum frame that are also bumpers. Very, very nice, high quality plastic bumpers. If you have any questions, give us a call at Bigfoot, or your dealer who sells Bigfoot products will be able to answer any questions you might have. We look forward to hearing from you guys soon.